Okay, hello everybody. This is Professor Kyunghee Pyun. Today I am going to focus on Unit, how you study Unit 2. This website again, it goes into, yes, it shows the historical background, right? Like you can read more about Asuka and Nara period. So these are ancient Japanese historical dynasties. And then 5-story pagodas, like in Japanese culture, 5-story pagodas have extra meaning. So you will learn about it. And then Prince Shotoku, it's an important character that we are going to study. And then Buddhism is really important. In this particular video lecture, I am not going to go into the Buddha's life, but I want you to read it because this Unit 2 and then Unit 3, Nara, and then Unit 3 is Heian period, and then Unit 4, Kamakura period. It's all about Buddhist art. So Asuka period is, so usually in Japanese dynasties, these names is related to the capital of the dynasties. It's the city or like the major town. So there was a capital called Asuka. Horyuji Temple, you must remember. And Horyuji Temple is in the city of Nara. So moving on. So how does it work? We saw the Kofun period with emperors or emphasis placed on imperial dynasty, right? So there are emperors. And this imperial family, they saw an opportunity around end of the 6th, beginning of the 7th century, because some Chinese immigrants and as well as Korean immigrants from the three kingdoms, they are coming to Japan accidentally. Not a large group of people, but a few of them are coming. And through this arrival of new people, Japan is exposed to new Chinese civilization. So why some Chinese people, especially in the south, like the country of Liang, why did they want to come to Japan overseas? Because political situation in China was going through abrupt changes. So they had a 3 kingdoms period, right? And then they have 6 dynasties. So from 3rd to 6th century, about 350 years or so, they are going through period of civil wars or divisions. And especially in the 5th and 6th century, the nomadic tribe from the north is coming in. So northern part, sort of Chinese Han ethnic people lost the power. And then so that Han ethnic people's regime came to Liang, to the south, along the Yangtze River. So they were confronting each other, but they had one thing in common, that was Buddhism. They were both devout followers of Buddhism. So overall, in history of East Asia, Buddhism became a very important cultural influence from the, let's say, 5th century throughout 8th or even 9th century. So how did Buddhism arrive? Well, which country started this universal religion of Buddhism? Do you have any idea? Well, from here, right? This country is India. It started from this Ganges River area. So the Buddhism, this is Indian Buddhist style, that spread actually. They were made in this Gandhara region. And then they spread along the Central Asia, and then it went to China, remember, like a northern way, and Liang, and then eventually came to 3 kingdoms in Korean Peninsula, and then through Korean Peninsula, it went to Japan. So you see Nara, but below Nara there is Asuka. So that's how Japan got introduced to Buddhism. And what's the name of this route where Buddhism spread throughout Central Asia and East Asia? This route is called Silk Road, right? It's exactly the same route that Chinese people developed to trade silk and horses with the nomadic tribes, and then using the same route, Buddhism, which originated from India, spread throughout East Asia. So these are all Chinese examples. These are Chinese examples, and this is in Bamiyan, which is right here, like a sort of Indian style. Anyhow, so Asuka is written this way. It means a flying bird. And these are like a kanji, like a Chinese characters are called kanji in Japanese word. And kanji are difficult to read. You need many years of experience. So Asuka, meaning like a flying birds, Asuka jidai, like a Asuka period. So this one again, another map explaining that spread of Buddhism, right? Like a Bodh Gaya Sarnath started the starting point of Shakyamuni's Buddhism, and then it went to Gandhara, and then it spread along Central Asia, throughout China, and then one route is through Korean Peninsula, but later on you are going to see direct exchange between the Liang, like a southern China, and Kyushu areas. It's without a lot of effort, just tidal wave, you can somehow land on Japan from China, vice versa. And then I wanted to make sure that the kind of Buddhism that East Asia, like Northeast Asia, celebrates is called Mahayana Buddhism. I want you to remember the Mahayana Buddhism. And Southeast Asia, like Vietnam or Indonesia, right? Like those, or Sri Lanka, these are called Theravada Buddhism. I want you to remember there are two different sects within Buddhism. So where is Asuka? So Kyoto is here and Nara is here. This is only 1 hour of difference, or less. And then Asuka is a little bit south. So that's the new capital. But then they moved to Nara at 710. So that's why we have Asuka period and Nara period. And then after Nara, eventually they will go to Kyoto. And Kyoto's old name is Heian. So that's why it's going to be Heian period. We will study in Unit 3. Asuka was very small. So they moved to Nara and then started that Chinese style urban planning. So, imperial palace is in the middle, and then you have all these artificial, like large avenues, grid patterns, and then people are designated in which area they're going to live, and these are Buddhist temples. You can see many Buddhist temples here around the capital.